end of the show, but that's also when the silent auction will close. But now, please give a warm welcome to Kyshona!
Y'all are cute. Y'all are very cute. How's everybody doing? Yeah? Yeah, I was just standing back there like a weirdo, just listening at the door. And I love this story about how you all started. It's lovely. So hey y'all, I'm Kyshona. And I hail from Nashville, Tennessee, but I've been out here in Oregon and Washington since Wednesday. And I'm just going to share some songs and some stories tonight, if that's all right. I always like to start with just this one song to get me grounded and remind me where I am and why I am. I could worry, let my heart ache. I could dwell on all my mistakes. Oh, but I know that worry don't make nothing right. No, no. Or I could carry a heavy burden and make the small things too important. Oh, but I know that worry don't make nothing right. No, no. The sun is gonna set and tomorrow it's gonna rise. The flowers keep growing and the birds are still on the line. I'm gonna wake up as the dew fades and thank the good Lord for every new day. Oh, because I know that worry don't make nothing right. No, no. And whether you're rich, yes, or making ends meet, I know you're fighting the same war as me. Oh, and we all know that worry don't make nothing right. No. The sun is gonna set and tomorrow it's gonna rise. Yes, it will. The flowers keep growing and the birds are still on the lines. If you feel like it, hum with me right here, y'all. You can pick any note. Oh, yes. And when the road is cold and I close my eyes, I'll wake in glory, standing in the sunshine, and I'll know that all that worry was just a waste of time. Sweet, sweet time. The sun is gonna set and tomorrow it's gonna rise. Yes, still, the flowers keep growing and the birds are still on the lines. Yeah. The sun is gonna set and tomorrow it's gonna rise. Flowers keep growing and the birds are still on the lines. Thanks, y'all. So, I am here with you all tonight to have an exchange, right? This is not a performance. This is going to be an exchange, all right? So, I might ask a lot of you, okay? Like, I might ask you to sing. I might ask you to answer some questions, right? Are y'all ready for that? Great. So last year, I released a record called Legacy. And I was fortunate enough to have a day off in Washington, D.C. back in 2017. And while we were off that day, we went to the Museum of African American History and Culture. And I saw that there were free genealogy sessions. So, of course, I emailed, right? And what happened was I had an hour-and-a-half session with this genealogist who taught me all about how to research. Now, my family already knew a lot, because my great aunts are the history keepers. But here's what I know for sure. I am the daughter of Hawthorne and Betty Armstrong. I am the grandchild of Almarie James, Moses Boyd. Almarie was a tiny little lady. I am also the grandchild of Eva Dolores Kennedy and Hawthorne Armstrong. I'm the great-grandchild of Sidney James and Willie James, Cornelius and Ebenezer Kennedy. I'm the great-great-grandchild of Margaret Irby, Patsy Irby, and I'm the great-great-great-grandchild of Margaret and Henry Irby. Now, upon her freedom from enslavement, my great-great-great-grandma Margaret, she purchased land in Fairfield County, South Carolina for one donkey and a buggy. And that land is still there today. For every seed that grows, I stand here tonight on this microphone to tell her story, which is mine. She is the song and I her echo. No, you can't see the house through the trees. All around it, the roots buried deep. I can still feel your presence on this land. And the wind in the trees is the touch of your hand. You are a song, I am the echo. Wherever I am, it's 'cause you dared to go. You dug the land so I could grow. You are the song, I am the echo. Ooh, I am the echo. All that's left of life is a stone. Yeah. No one knows all the stories it holds. No one knows your name, but you need your mark. And the blood that was shed still beats strong in my heart. You are a song, I am the echo. Wherever I am, it's 'cause you dared to go. You dug the land so I could grow. You are the song, Thanks, y'all. So give me a round of applause if you were raised with a great-grandparent in your life. Let me hear you. Wow, that's very few. The few of you that were raised alongside a great-grandparent, do you know how fortunate? That's like, I wish I had asked my great-grandmother more questions, right? I believe I also was around with my great-great-grandma. Great-great-grandma Patsy, I think, lived to be about 114 years old. I know. Whenever we would go to visit, she would be laying in this bed in my Aunt Margaret's house, and she would have these long braids, you know, just two little pigtails. She would just sit in the bed. She never said, I don't know what her voice sounded like, but we would go to say hey, and we were like, hey, Grandma, and we would touch her hand, and she would just give us a little nod, like, hey, baby. But my great-grandma, Sydney, she was in my life until I was about 30. Grandma Sydney lived to be about 105 years old. And she was tired the last 15 years of her life. Whenever we would, well, let me tell you this. Great-grandma Sydney, she stopped taking all of her diabetes medication and her blood pressure medication. She had a stroke she had a stroke about the age of like 100, right? And then she learned how to walk and talk again. And I think she was mad about that, you know? I mean, I understand why. You know, she survived most of her kids. My grandma Alma passed away before Grandma Sydney did, right? So we would say, Grandma, how are you feeling today? And her response was usually, I'm just waiting on the Lord, baby. I'm just waiting on the Lord. On a South Carolina road, over 100 acres and the stories untold. Now if that soil could speak of all the joy, pain, and loss it's seen, from the riverbed to the churchyard, old Tom toiled those acres hard, working night and day with his two hands. He was building more than houses on that land. He was waiting on the Lord. He was waiting on the Lord, waiting on the Lord to show him. Now what Sydney James used those acres for was her sanctuary, pharmacy, and grocery store, working night and day with her two hands, sowing a legacy on that land. She was blessed and highly favored, 105 long years, stubborn, willing, and able. She took her rest from that land, singing, precious Lord, please take my hand, waiting on the Lord. She was waiting on the Lord, waiting on the Lord to show her way. She was waiting on the Lord, waiting on the Lord, yeah, waiting on the Lord, waiting on the Lord to show her way. Children had grown and moved away, each one wearing those who take and take. Some walk by sight, some walk by faith, some fight to forgive, they just give a little grace. When it's home that they miss, they taste the bitter sweet soil on their lips. They're all doing the best that they can to keep building that legacy on that land. They're all waiting on the Lord. They're all